Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Sunday, July 26th, 2015, around 7:13 in the morning, Belleville, Massachusetts. Going to be another cloudy and a little cool day, but if we get any breaks of sun, the humidity will go up a bit, and there'll be a chance of thunder showers, some of it severe. Some news to report: the Auburn Doubledays beat the Lowell Spinners by a score of 5-3 last night. And it's Happy National Parent Day in the United States of America. So happy day to all the parents. And that's about it on the news. My first video subject of the day is the return of the top 10 of everything and anything. I've reached the top 10 greatest Boston sports play-by-play announcers of all time. This is an impressive list. Some of the greatest sports announcers came out of Boston and went on to other things with national stuff. Some Boston sports announcers aren't on this list because this is a very select list. And here are the top 10 of the greatest Boston sports play-by-play announcers of all time ever, TV and radio. Number 10 on this list is Bob Wilson. Bob Wilson was the radio voice of the Boston Bruins for over 25 years. He was very good. He called the 1972 Stanley Cup Finals championship for the Bruins. He also was a weekend sports anchor at the old Channel 5 in Boston. Bob Wilson passed away last year, so prayers to his family. Number 9 on this list of the greatest Boston sports play-by-play announcers of all time, Joe Castiglione, Red Sox. He's been the radio voice of the Red Sox for 33 years. His famous quote, "Can you believe it?" And he also does promotional work for other companies in Boston and stuff. He also runs a broadcast journalism course in Northeastern Franklin Pierce College in New Hampshire and stuff. And he's still going strong. Number 8 on this list of the greatest Boston sports play-by-play announcers of all time on television and radio, Jack Edwards, Boston Bruins and play-by-play announcer for NESN. Jack's been with the Bruins since 2005. He says many one-liners and stuff. He's one of the greatest Bruins announcers ever, and he's has so much enthusiasm calling the games. Number 7 on this list of the greatest Boston sports play-by-play announcers of all time, TV and radio, Mike Gorman, the TV voice of the Boston Celtics. He's been with the Celtics for over 30 years on Comcast Sportsnet New England. He teams with Tommy Heinsohn, a great duo. They've called over 1,000 games together on Comcast Sportsnet New England. Number 6 on this list of the greatest Boston sports play-by-play announcers of all time, TV and radio, Ned Martin, Boston Red Sox. Also, Ned did some Patriots games and college sports. Ned was the Red Sox radio announcer and television announcer from 1961 through 1992, and he's famous for saying "mercy" and stuff. He called the 1975 World Series on NBC Radio, that famous call for Carlton Fisk and stuff. He retired in 1992, and he passed away in 2002. Number 5 on this list of the greatest Boston sports play-by-play announcers of all time, TV and radio, Gil Santos. Gil was the radio voice of the New England Patriots for over 30 years. He called 3 Super Bowl wins and stuff. He also was the TV voice of the Boston Celtics for many years and stuff. Number 4 on this list of the greatest Boston sports play-by-play announcers of all time, Ken Coleman. Ken was the radio and TV voice of the Boston Red Sox for years and stuff. And he's one of the best. He should be recognized by the Baseball Hall of Fame for the Ford Frick Award and stuff. He also called Cleveland Browns games and Cleveland Indians games and Cincinnati Reds games. Number 3 on this list of the greatest Boston sports play-by-play announcers of all time, Kurt Gowdy. Kurt was the radio voice and the television voice of the Boston Red Sox for 15 years, from 1951 through 1965, before he went to NBC Sports. He was a great Red Sox announcer and he developed a friendship with Ted Williams. Number 2 on this list of the greatest Boston sports play-by-play announcers ever, TV and radio, Fred Cusick. Fred was the radio and television voice of the Boston Bruins for over 40 years. He was famous for saying, "Shot, goal!" He also was the first radio play-by-play voice of the New England Patriots or Boston Patriots in 1960. Also PA announcer for the Red Sox at Fenway Park in the early 60s and stuff. And number 1 on this list of the greatest Boston sports play-by-play announcers of all time, Johnny Most. Johnny was the voice of the Celtics on the radio for 37 years. Famous quote for saying, "High above courtside here in the Boston Garden." He had a great voice. Some of his famous quotes was, "Over, hey, the ball! It's all over! It's a steal by man! Underneath the GA, lays it in, 1 second left." Johnny was the best ever. He coached 16 world championships for the Boston Celtics. His microphone is up in the press box at the TD Garden. That's about it on the news on this video blog. Tomorrow's video blog about the top 10 list will be the top 10 greatest New York sports play-by-play announcers of all time in TV and radio. 2 more video blogs coming your way today, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. First one will be about MBTA bus route 351, our Life MBTA station to Bedford Woods. It's the express bus. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about is Bam Bam Bigelow, a WWE Hall of Famer. Keep calm, and I'm the Julie Braddock guy, Molly Rosenblatt of Fox 35.